Welcome back to Coaching with Kori. And today I'm talking about the topic that every woman should know about and the topic that every husband should be informed about. Every woman should know this because you're going to go through it, and every husband should be informed so they can help their wife through it. And that is the topic of menopause. And the reason I chose this topic is because I have been through it myself, and I have a lot of clients who say, I haven't been through it yet, but my mom told me this, and that's stressing me out. And this is all about life, right? As a life coach, you deal with everything in life. So I want to talk to you about the menopausal cycles. And I already spoke about the perimenopause or premenopause on the previous video. This I'm going to talk about menopause. That's like when you're right in it. So you go through peri or premenopause, and then you go through menopause. And that usually happens in your 50s. And I will tell you that when it hits, even though you went through perimenopause, you're never ready. You're never ready because it's a cycle that's different for every woman. There is no stat or flat base to say, well, when this happens, then you're in menopause. The only thing that we know is you will not have a cycle for 12 months. If you're on and off on your menstrual cycle, then you're still in perimenopause. But once you don't have a menstrual cycle for 12 months, guess what? Welcome to menopause. And that, again, through perimenopause into menopause, you will have the hot flashes like I spoke about before, which I've had. You'll have the foggy brain. You'll be a little curt in your conversation. And something that happened to me that does happen to a lot of women is hair loss. Yeah. So you see my hair is plaited right now to protect it because my hair became weak through menopause. You'll see all kinds of videos of me, and you'll see pictures of me on our couples podcast with my husband, and you'll see them here. And you'll see I have big hair, and I love my big hair. Well, guess what? That hair got weak, and I started losing my hair. And it's a very humbling situation to be through because you don't look the same, you know. It's different for people who say, well, you know, you get wrinkles and you age. Sure, that's part of aging, but you never expect to have hair loss. And that's something that can happen through menopause. Another thing that happens through menopause is you lose the desire to do new things. You get, like I said before, a foggy brain, but your emotions go wishy-washy. You know, it's like you're in a wash machine with your emotions. They're just going through cycles, and you're just standing there having to watch it happen. So I want to encourage you as you go through menopause to be aware of these things. How many of you have gone through these cycles and just wondered something was wrong with you? Or in reality, you start thinking, what's wrong with everybody around me? So your emotions are going all over the place. Now, I will tell you this. When you're in menopause, understand what that looks like. You have testosterone levels that are stronger than your estrogen levels. And you may say, what's that got to do with my foggy brain? Well, because our bodies are used to living in a certain balance. When you go through menopause, you lose that balance. And all of a sudden, your body's going through things it never thought it would have to go through. And it's causing your hormones to be imbalanced. So if you're losing your hormone of estrogen, your testosterone starts taking over. That gives you that bitey, some people say bitchy attitude and sharp mouth. It's your testosterone that's overtaken your estrogen levels. You've seen my videos on going to my integrative medicine doctor. And so our naturopath, our homeopathic doctor helps us with those. And I will encourage every woman to have a doctor to walk them through this. And I will encourage every woman to have a doctor that's not going to put you on pharmaceutical drugs. Make sure you get compound bioidentical prescriptions for yourself. Because pharmaceutical drugs are not your answer. They're not your answer. It's a temporary, and there's side effects to it. It's a temporary fix and a side effect to it. If you get your bioidentical from a pharmacy specialist, a compound pharmacy, That's what is going to help you balance and get through the menopause time. So again, the age can vary. It's usually in your 50s. It just depends on how your body functions and on its own before you hit menopause. But just remember that these emotions and these feelings and these hair loss or these body changes, it's all a part of the cycle of life. And your body will change. You're not going to have the muscle tone that you may have had before. You might have to work harder at that. These are all part of menopause. And again, husbands, partners, please be aware of those things, because you may have a wife or a partner who just doesn't feel as confident as she used to. And she's going to need you there to tell her, you're doing great. You look great. I'm so proud of you. Those are the things that matter to her. It's an encouragement for her. So again, this is the course of the menopausal steps. We went to peri or premenopause, now we're in menopause. And the next video, I'm going to talk about postmenopause, because I'm on that side now. This is important for your family to know that you're going through it. Don't keep it from them. And even if you have young boys and they go, Mom, I don't want to hear about this. Hey, guess what? If they're going to have wives later on in life, they need to know. And it's just good for them to be aware and be sensitive to how mom's feeling. So that's all for Coaching with Kori, and we look forward to the next show with you. Take care.